Downs from Managed IT Solutions, and it is another Tuesday, so it is time for our Tech Talk Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Starting on time this day. Very rainy and blustery here in North Carolina. Hopefully it's better where you're at. So a reminder that today is October, so we're still in Cybersecurity Awareness Month. It is the last Tuesday in Cybersecurity Awareness Month. So this will be the last time you hear me talk about this for at least 11 months. So that's not true. I'll be talking about cybersecurity the whole time. But what I want to talk about today is mainly focused on cybersecurity, since it is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And what I've touched on before, and I've not gone in depth to of late, is going to be phishing, right? So phishing is one of those things that's going to combine cybersecurity and some AI, just because it's not your father's phishing emails that are coming out anymore. I don't know if I've seen an email from a Nigerian prince offering me $1.2 million or any amount of money recently. It used to be a common phishing tactic for people to try to get rich quick type of thing. Also, telltale sign of misspellings. Yeah, that's mostly gone now too. Thanks to the advent of AI and chat models, large language models, cyber criminals can ask for perfectly crafted emails with no spelling or grammar mistakes. So that was the one gimme that we used to have on occasion. That's no longer the case. So in case you folks weren't aware, 90% of breaches, or therein, somewhere close to 90%, actually start with a phishing email these days. It's the easiest way for the cyber crooks to get into your networks and to get a bite, right? So they send an email, looks very official. If I can actually figure out how to share my screen and it be the right screen, the correct screen, then I can show you an example of what I mean. So what we've got here is, a sample email, right? It says it's from John Smith. Many times what will happen is it will still say John Smith here, or it could just say abracadabra, any number of things, right, at some bogus domain. So it won't show up as your, this is an HR update. Maybe it's, your HR person is John Smith, right? But the email address is wrong. That's the first spot. So many times what they're trying to do is get you to click on something and go to an external link to do your updates. They'll take you to something that looks like it's going to be an official 365 sign in. So you'll have a box that comes up and asks you for your email, and it will ask you for your password, and it will probably ask you to authenticate if you've got MFA turned on for your 365 account. Hint, you should have MFA turned on for 365 account. But with that, they're able to take that information, and then they can then log in as you, right? Because you clicked in and you let them in. So be very mindful of anything that looks like it could be an important email from somebody internally, and be mindful that it's not always the case. So we get that quite a bit from our client base, where we get emails forwarded to us from employees who are questioning the validity of an email they might receive that looks a little suspicious. It is a new tactic, like I said, for them to look like someone internally who's sending you something that they need to get you to go log in. And then once they log in, they can grab your information. And then they start setting up forwarding rules and, start monitoring what you're doing and try to work inside the network, inside the mail system. Sometimes they'll send out bogus emails on your behalf to people on your contacts list who might trust you, and they'll send a PDF. That's the latest thing that we've seen in the past couple of weeks. It's a PDF that then has a link to a Dropbox account that then, or Dropbox account, sorry, that takes you to PDF, and the PDF has a link that takes you to a bogus 365 login, right? So they're getting convoluted, but the point being is, make sure it is who they say they are. Don't ever reply to an email trying to establish validity. If you're questioning it, you could start a new email, possibly. I prefer to use Teams and or chat, the phone, to reach out to that person and ask them if they actually send it to me if I'm in doubt. Usually I'm not, but this is what I do for a living. So there you go. But yeah, so there you go. That's phishing 101, we'll call it, maybe even 102. So, other thing that I want to talk to you about is going to be, around AI, and still somewhat related to cybersecurity, right? Not only are we starting to see phishing emails right now, and they're not broad scale yet, but you're going to need to be on the lookout for, fake voicemail messages from people you think you know. You may want to question if when you get a voicemail who it's from, if it's the person it's supposed to be. It used to be we had to worry about impersonators, but usually they were paid impersonators, and we were paying them to record our voicemail outgoing messages. Maybe now you have to be worried about voice fakes. You have to be worried about video fakes. Again, this year, earlier this year, a Hong Kong firm had $12 million taken away. The gentleman was on a video call with the CEO and CFO, and they directed him to send out various amounts of money to various accounts. Ended up being about $12.5 million, and it was during a Zoom call. So he was sitting there and talking to the CFO and the CEO and actually a couple other people in the company that he knew. But the bad guys had gotten enough information or video feeds between the CEO's, I'm guessing his personal, TikTok account or Facebook account or Instagram or whatever, and had enough voice on him that they were able to fake that person. So make sure that you're dealing with the people you think you're dealing with, especially when it comes to sending money away. You should always verify through a trusted avenue. And if you own a company, you should have policies in place, and the employees know that these policies exist and sign off on it. There's nothing worse than having a policy that was put in place to keep you secure, keep your company secure, keep your money yours, and then be circumvented by the fact that the new employees didn't know about it, right? So policies are wonderful things, but only if people know they exist. So make sure that part of your onboarding for employees includes, acceptable use policies for computers, acceptable use policies for the use of AI, and also, any other important policies that require or go back towards finances or the movement of money inside your company, either to in or out. It's probably not going to be every employee, right? It's probably going to be key employees, but you definitely want to make sure you've got something there. So with that being said, I'm at 10 minutes. I don't have a lot more for you. I'm going to let you folks get back to your day-to-day. I won't say grind. Maybe you thoroughly enjoy your work. But until then, till next week, when we'll probably try to focus a little bit more on some AI stuff and maybe even do some examples of some AI stuff you guys can try out. That's really kind of cool. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to talk to you next week. So this is Rob Downs. I just want to remind you that